lifestyle, fashion, health, family, business, death. These are all what's made up of life. Life sometimes can be very confusing. That is why I am coming on Life Matters, a program that seeks to address all life issues, real talk, real discussion. We all have a story to share. Let's talk about it on Life Matters.
Every Saturday, 2 to 3 p.m.
Memawa akwa ba edeba eye Life Matters Jumedi so ewo Jericho TV edia me jeso eye Khadi Ksedi na ene ewie me ne mapamfo ya san esi enkonwa ye de Life Matters Jumedi e baba besomo me kai wo se ye twa Jumedi egu ewo ye Facebook platforms and social media platforms ina so at Jericho Media TV enti mesrel se wo be ko Facebook na wa hit notification button no subscribe na like na follow ye se ne be ya abrina bibia ye de eye Jumedi ewo fie ha ina be brew no ubetumi ensa akebi mamen kai wo say our beauty enene amame ho ayefe ene area we na our beauty ewo kuntunsi bus stop ahaya na afen so mamen kai wo say yebekwa akoji eye ya pomuden eye education na ye health segment no e de aba na ene ye health segment ni ye share the best times ewo say ye fadunum insuo ye say ye body no ekita 70% of fluid and also say insuo ewo say nimpe bia wunya wo body ni mu no we hear 70% of insuo ewo wuni peduanim na enye say ye nu insuo keke but ye what time bi a wodi nu insuo a eboa eye nimpeduane yie nti saa adesua no enene Life Matters so ye health segment no ye di eba ba besomo nti ye be kɔ ne yakwakoje eye ye health segment no on the best time to drink water na ye ba jimedi na kanina ye di beba besomo me ba sisia. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, this is Life Matters right here on Jericho TV, and my name is Khadi Ksedi. We just took our health segment where we looked at the best times to drink water, and this afternoon on Life Matters we will be discussing financial support in marriage. At times we need our wives to support us as husbands, putting them in the right position as helpers. And their wives also are desiring that they would see their husbands flourish and prosper when it comes to their finances. And this afternoon we're going to look at how we could balance the two, and most importantly how couples will be able to be that financially sound, agreeing to disagree and to work together to achieve a common goal when it comes to their finances. And I've been joined here in the studio with one beautiful woman. She is in the person of Blessing Onhenele. She is a certified counselor. She's a gospel artist and a mom of 4. Whoa, I'm happy to have her right here with me in the studio. And she has been also joined by Pastor Clement Arthur. Pastor Clement Arthur is a pastor in charge of ICGC Beloved Temple. He is a married counselor. He's an accountant by profession. He's a father. He's a papa. He's a prayer guru. In fact, I love this man. Prophet Arthur, you're also welcome. How are you doing, Mr. Clement?
By grace, I'm doing very well.
We bless God. And Blessing, did I get your last name right?
You tried.
Please, Ohanele.
Yes.
Ohanele.
Yes.
It's a Nigerian name.
Yes.
Oh, so it means your husband is a Nigerian.
Yes.
Okay, you are all welcome to Life Matters. Today we are looking at financial support in marriage. Financial support. In fact, this topic, and we hear me pa say our for me ebe to me enyeska. Na ajibia sika to me ye e wa aware ni mu no. One so betumi aye eba no won ma school mu eba no man kasa so even to the point so betumi kwa aboa fie se in case fie so ehia sika mo a on betumi aboa enti no topic we hia me papa na minim se ma hwefo so ehia omo kwan on befa so omo aware omo kwa aware mu no ebe smooth the right things to be done when it comes to their finances as couples enti me sha see free wo Pastor Clement you can say aware in the marriage setting no when nature say eyiska in the marriage setting who is supposed to provide because aware ni nya nimpa baako your bani bema and o ma be ye honam baako e wa aware nim enti no in the marriage setting aware mu no hwanya ene twa se oyisika anaso o provide e de mebusua ni na osofo.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
When somebody asks this type of question, it always depends on certain factors.
Okay.
Yes. And the issue is that, let me just quote from the beginning, from the Bible.
Okay.
When God created Adam and Eve, there was a disobedience when they moved. Bible Mayetia says God gave Adam the task of working to provide for the woman.
Yes.
So it has
so
been
that is from the foundation.
Yes.
Okay.
And it has been an old-fashioned something.
Okay.
For the man to provide.
Okay.
So we all see that so it has been part of us that it's a man who is supposed to provide. And when in our setting in Africa, say Obama ekofo ba no ware na normally futu create the man say Oba no kono nya dia that Oboka dia ofama bema. And it's always the man who go and pay a bride price to get a woman.
Okay.
So it has an old-fashioned, in an old-fashioned way, it is the man who's supposed to provide. But let me tell you something. Marriage is about sharing.
That's right.
Okay.
We share in marriage.
Okay.
So, to me, as long as we share everything in marriage, in my life,
okay,
as a man,
okay,
when I'm living, I'm supposed to make sure that I get money to support myself.
Okay.
And the woman is also, yes, the woman, when she wasn't got married yet,
yeah,
she was also supporting herself in one way or the other.
Okay.
What you say?
And
he said, if we get married, we get together. And we are all earners. We are all earning money.
Yes.
Why don't you ask me a single now be provided for me? It's the same way me worry I was me provided for my family so that the family can be sustained and the marriage can be sustained.
Okay.
To support ourselves. So the same way that the woman too, also when she also comes in, he has to make sure that the marriage will be sustained, okay, and the family will be supported.
Okay. And
how do you do it? We need money, okay, in marriage.
Okay.
For the marriage to be sustained.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Okay. And if I have, and you also have, why don't you just share it, okay, or why don't you just provide for the marriage to continue well, okay, or work, okay, well? I didn't, okay, hear. If you say, Bemano, Aya Juma, now Bano, Anya Juma, Sunday is certain because they old fashioned way. So banning Yajuma, that's a Bemano, there's no problem.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay.
Because the woman also contribute, okay, in doing other duties, okay, which if you are going to pay for, it's going to, yes, you have to be, if you are going to pay her, just say, because I also baby.
Okay.
So at the end of the day,
and you're both sided.
To me, if we are both earners, then we can provide the money. Okay. But if one person is the one who is providing, one person who is earning, okay, that person must say. But the problem is, should a man sit there for a woman to provide?
I will come there.
Okay.
Now let me go to Blessing. Blessing, in the marital setting, I think Pastor Clement have laid the foundation for us that from the Garden of Eden, which is the foundation, God instructed that the man works to support the woman. And then he also said a very profound statement that when a man is ready to go and marry, the man pays the bride price. It means that maybe however, no, if both of us are earning money, we are working, then our real no I will say you to me should couples share financial responsibilities in the marriage?
Thank you. Personally, I think that if we are one,
okay,
if we share everything, if we share our body, why can't we share finances?
Okay.
Yes, I mean, because we are both running the home.
Okay.
You are bringing in something, even if I'm not, the woman is not bringing in something. You can't tell me that throughout year in, year out, she wouldn't have even a CD to herself. And I believe that the way women are fashioned, originally, women are fashioned to help the men, to supplement whatever the man brings. And so she might not, or she may be able to bring a lot more, but the fact is, when it comes to finances, we should share. It's a shared responsibility. So long as this is a marriage and you agree that and the two will become one, the burden of finances rests upon both of you. Maybe in varying degree, but I believe that it's something that a couple should be able to share.
Okay.
Yes.
So in the marriage, Reverend Clement have made it clear. Or say, nipa mienu anyonkufa.
Yes.
And it said, "Bani si kasema." I will say, mienu ni na.
Yes.
Reverend, my yen share our real or banning kwan and a breadwinner. Or banning kwan they provide bibia. Or banning kwan and more from my school fees. So, a bano just say 90% or 95 or 98% of the financial and other responsibilities and as a responsibility biara a wawa reanimuno or banning a providing. Let's look at your view on the woman being the breadwinner or bano or ye nipa or shefi.
Okay, thank you. Let me go back in this way. When they are already married, and by ways and means, maybe the man loses his job.
Yeah.
And the woman becomes the breadwinner. That one, the marriage has already started. They are already in the marriage.
Okay.
But let me just remind you something.
Okay.
No woman, ever, most, I haven't seen it in our system here in Ghana here. No woman will ever marry a man when he meets the man is not working, no work. A woman will never marry a man who is not working.
Also,
but what I say?
Okay.
There's no way so bad better so bad man. So if it's happening, it must be one
out
in a million.
In a
million. Because but a man can just marry a woman who doesn't do anything.
Yes. I get the point you're coming from. Yeah.
So the point is that a woman cannot marry a man who is not working. So initial stages there will be no marriage.
Okay.
When the man is not working.
Okay.
But when the man is working and the two are staying together and the woman too is working and the man loses his job and the woman becomes a breadwinner.
Yes.
What I can say is that situation is not sustainable.
Okay.
Because
a recipe for disaster.
Yes, it's not sustainable. The thing is that the natural instinct of a woman is that he cannot contain things for long when he's providing when he's providing for a long time. Some women can do it, but in the name of love, because I love my man, I don't want to disgrace you. I don't want to. I want to cover him. I want to cover him. So he will continue to be doing it. But within herself, no, because of her natural instincts, no, she will be tired.
Yeah.
But a man, Bema bet my show, and so Beman had that.
So also for me it means say I was saying you share your genetic biology.
Yes, that's
in
right.
In terms of when financial support in marriage, because a man who yam boy and say ye benya side train home say the best fia kopim taba beba the best side dinner and answer. Netie biano, I feel back with me now you start a bread. But Bema need so but the kwan juma because Bema be to me kasa on one person you be juma. Bema na you at sit in the fusion kwala na hwe fie mami. Ono no be ko beba. Say on brother. On complain that kokara po say me here me yeri so be boa me wo ekwan we nso. So the nature of how anyamia ye both of us no.
Yes.
Also is a factor.
It's a factor.
Yeah, she say you consider sikasema ewo.
One thing is that Bema will feel so proud when he's catering for the wife.
Okay.
It's in the year no use kamana yeria. He sees himself as a man.
That's right.
Okay. That's
right. But a woman cannot go and stand there and say that
yeah, that's true.
For external judgments.
Yes.
External judgments
come
true. Against you. People say, and one of the reasons why the women get tired of the situation is that when they are the main breadwinners and they go and come back and also come and do the domestic things.
Assignment.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you the man, you'll be there. You are not doing anything. The oban over bread. That's why it's not sitting. Apart from the natural instincts.
Yeah.
When they don't see any effort from the man
at all.
At least you are not working, you have lost your job and you are not helping me. I go and work and come back and work and also work
in the house.
They provide food for you to eat and I go and come.
The pressure.
I feel
I'm coming back to I'm coming back to Blessing. Your take on women breadwinners.
Okay, so
because sometimes the woman is doing well.
Yes.
Even if the man is working, maybe the woman even is the secretary of the higher earner. She becomes the breadwinner, and some of them, almost the two of them, because I saw what you position kakra.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Because a lot of women are breadwinners.
Okay.
But you don't see it.
So
yes.
First of all, I want us to establish the fact that it is a man's ego, a man's pride to provide for his family.
Okay.
So a man who doesn't provide for his family, there is a bridge. Some men genuinely do not have what it takes to provide. I'm just setting precedents, right?
Yes.
And some men are, for lack of a better word, irresponsible.
Yes.
They choose not to. Now, as he said, if the marriage has already commenced, they're already in the marriage. There are scenarios, okay? So the man was doing well and something happened. He lost his source of income.
Accidents can also let you lose your
sickness, something.
Yes.
I believe that as a wife, it is your duty to cover your husband, to cushion your husband. That is why we were made.
Yes.
That is why a woman is actually
the helper.
To help the man. Okay, so if in a situation where the man has lost his job and he was doing it initially, there is nothing wrong a woman stepping in.
That's right.
Because you know that this is something he does.
Yes.
And in that case, the man has to find a way to provide, even if it's not financially.
Yes.
Now, you can provide support to the woman mentally. Yes. You can provide helping out with the domestic assignments. Yes. You can help with the children. You see that the woman has to go to work early. You can get up and help her bath the children. So you supplement, you help each other. In the other side, when the man is just surely irresponsible, that is where I believe that the cracks begin to come into the marriage, because the woman wakes up and sees you lying down there doing nothing and she has to provide. She begins to disdain you because it is not in the place of a woman to actually women are feminine. Okay?
Yeah.
They want to be taken care of.
Yes.
And so when they see that you have what it takes to take care of them, and you are not taking care of them, and then they are now acting in your place, they lose their
Sometimes
respect.
the man can go and look for a job. Sometimes there's a lot of opportunity around.
Right.
He could grab some,
Right.
but he's just not doing
He's
it
just not doing
because
it.
the woman is providing,
Exactly, they lose
or
their
she's
respect.
capable of doing it.
Right? Or the man sees that the woman earns higher, and then he does it, and then she earns higher, so she should. You've lost your place, and so that is where a lot of women begin to try to rule over their men.
Yes.
But from the beginning, it was not so. From the beginning, the man is supposed to provide. Even though if you go to Proverbs, it talks about the woman. She finds the field and she buys it, and she does this and that. If you read down, it talks that the husband has no need of any good thing because she supplies. So the woman is supposed to actually bring pride upon the husband, a cabin upon the husband. So you look at the lapses. So if your husband is financially lacking, but you have what it takes, that is your field you are buying.
Yeah.
You are providing in that aspect to cushion. So in a marriage instituted under heaven, a woman is supposed to help cushion the man. So I don't think that there is a major problem where a woman is the sole provider if it's for a season.
Okay.
But if it becomes something that is protracted, that is where the women get tired, begin to get irritated.
Because they see that you can
that's
do
not how
some.
we're fashioned.
Yes.
We're fashioned to be taken care of, to be carried. So when they're carrying it, they begin to break under the burden of, because it's a lot. So that's why it's marriage. You bring, I bring. But when one person is bringing it, and say the woman, there's usually issues.
Also, do you think that the man is the head of the house?
Yes.
Now, there is a position that God attaches to the head.
That's right.
Yes.
A man who cannot take care of his household is worse than an infidel.
Denied the faith.
So, and denied the faith. If the man is the head of the house, as Christ is the head of the church,
Yes.
and he can't provide for his family, and the woman is providing for her family or for the family, will God give the woman the place of the man?
Wow.
Wow. You see, the principles of marriage and the responsibilities are spelled out by Paul.
Okay. Papa, we want to understand.
Yes, that Paul is the it is not by giving money that's make a man the head.
That's right.
Okay.
It's not by giving the money or providing that make the man the head.
That's right.
The man is the head because he must take the decision.
That's right.
He must make the decisions after maybe sharing with the wife and after
But
everything.
won't decision making be influenced if say yakotwa asase a oba na hwe ni sika na waka say this time I no be suggested training kun say ebia na sika say busumi menya sika say ntino senia won hye da anya hwe me pese sika ne ba ye de kotwa asase. Hasn't it be the woman's decision?
Oh yes, why not? What I like the way my house of marriage have been saying helpmeet.
Okay.
You help the man, you meet the man.
Okay.
Sometimes we use the word, we say helpmate, it's not helpmate.
Not mate.
It's meet. So he's supposed to meet the man at the stages of when there is help, when
right.
there's a need of
help. Okay.
needed. So we have to meet them. So a woman is supposed to help the man to sustain the marriage. The whole thing about marriage is, the basic thing about marriage is, we want the marriage to work.
Yes.
And marriage is work.
And you
The relation is a complete work.
Yes.
They want to ask me what is marriage. I'll say it's a work.
Hard work.
It's completely a work without
pay,
without gratuity. You don't have time to start the work. You don't have time to end.
No pension.
You don't go to pension. You don't go on leave. So you work. And if you don't work in your marriage, that's why we always suffer. Our marriages will suffer. Because the problem is that, and it is about sharing.
That's right.
Yeah.
The whole thing is about sharing. Okay. The man is not having due to certain things. Okay. And the woman, you are earning more. So what do you do now?
Will you sit back and say that he's supposed to provide?
No.
I'll keep my money.
Let me speak on the question you asked. If like they're buying the land and the woman makes a decision. I believe that when God actually gave the roles and the duties of marriage, he said, man, love, woman, submit. When you are submitting your body, your money, your resources, everything.
Yes.
So when a woman earns more than the husband and she begins to want the man to submit, so that she makes the decision, because she said, you are twisting, you are changing the dynamics, of marriage. And so that in itself, it's a sin. And that can bring a curse upon what you earn.
Okay.
Do you understand? Okay. So if you have money or if you have the resources and there's a decision, it is biblical and it is right for a woman to ask the man for his opinion. And then even if you think the man is making a wrong decision, because some men are not judicious with finances, and the women are the ones who are able to handle it. You don't go to him and begin to be like, no. There's a place you go back and begin to speak to his boss. Who is God, right? You begin to, there's a way to go about it. You don't come in because, okay, since I earn the money, and okay, it's all right. No. That will break up the marriage. It's wisdom to know how to even tell him, oh, the money is here, but I think we should do this, and then you leave him to decide.
Okay.
And then you pray that he's
going
the
to
right
buy
thing.
in your idea,
exactly.
Or he has other opinions.
Exactly, but you
don't
try to suppress him because you are earning the money.
She's trying to answer my question. Will God give the woman the man's position?
No. As for that one, you cannot do it.
Oh, yeah,
that one,
we can't handle it.
Yes, because the point is that what Paul was telling the Galatians, the Ephesians church, was about the woman going, whenever there is a decision making time, the woman will just go in the form of suggestions.
Okay.
So that you can just bring it. That is the help that we talk about. Helping meet. That means you suggest things and you advise your man.
That's right.
Then the man will just say, okay, from what you are saying, let us do it this way.
Okay.
Let us do it this way.
Okay.
Let us. So the two of you are going to do it.
Okay.
It means the man is being the head. So you are going to him as a suggestion, because it's like a company setting.
Yeah.
You, the subordinate, cannot just go to your boss and impose something. If you qualify,
yes,
you'll be sacked. You'll be sacked. And so, for that matter, you go by all means, I was saying, two boys, I didn't know the car, I was saying, this, who didn't say, I didn't right. But to go our boss, on the qualification, would the question, I was also suggesting.
That's right.
No, G2 answer.
Okay.
So that the two of you can work together. So the same thing is marriage. And I believe, sir, because we share, the woman, when you have something and you have a decision, or want to do, us to do this thing, the best way is, okay, let's do it this way.
Okay.
Yeah. And it all depends on transparency and other things. Let's do it this way.
Transparency.
It's very important. What is your role in marriage?
Okay, so
the role of the wife
specified in scriptures.
Yes.
Help meet.
Okay.
That is your role. Submitting and help meeting.
Okay.
Now, it is your role as a woman. So what is submission? Submission is coming below what you think is right.
Okay.
Bringing yourself to the place where there is a rulership over you.
Yes.
One. What is help meeting? Fitting into a place where there is lack or where there's deficiency.
Yes.
So anything that you are to do as a woman to make the life of your husband, to make his purpose and his destiny suitable and good, that is your role. So for every wife, I say for every wife, your role is different.
Yes.
Because the man I married is not the man you married.
Yes.
And so I cannot say because your role is, probably your husband is one that his wife should always go ahead of him. There are men like that.
Yes.
I cannot take that role
for mine. Because your husband may not be that.
Exactly.
One.
So biblically established thing, submit, meet his need. Now the definition is peculiar to the wife. So your main role is to submit to this man. Let him lead you.
That's right.
And then meet his need right where he has needs. That is it.
Also, there are some men that can lead their wives to hell.
Yes.
What is your role? Because a lot of women have gone away from grace because of the man they have married. A lot of them submitting enti kokumu mami no one so kokuni mami submitting ti yanko Cote d'Ivoire yanko je do bi mra obeko submitting obema we run anything.
Our rules are so simple: to love the woman,
That's right.
wife.
Love
Christ loves the church, huh?
As Christ loves the church.
love no so remember be benim odo
you are talking about maybe romantic love.
nti mama nti ase odo be pa na nyame se mo fa ndo ye na
As Christ
love
the church. Okay. And how did Christ
love
the
church.
church? The Bible, Paul will say that as he gave himself for the church.
Also there are some men
No, the thing is that the expectation of a man giving himself up is always too extreme.
Our expectation as women
Too high. The thing is that a man giving himself to you means that the man must sometimes have to even put
the sacrifice,
your life. Do everything and do this. My husband didn't do this for me. My husband didn't do this. My husband didn't do this for me. My husband That's why we say we should love you.
Okay.
And you know, Paul, 1 Peter 3:7, he said that we should live
with wisdom.
That's the
so we are living with you with wisdom. When you love somebody, you provide. That is why we think that the man is supposed to be the provider
of the home.
Yes, but yes, if you love somebody, you provide. God loves us. That's why he
gives us everything.
That's why he even gave us his son to come and die for us.
Disclaimer. Man of God, just a little one for our women. Please, let's make it easy for them to provide for us.
That's all.
Okay.
What do you mean? Yes.
What do you mean?
There is a generation of women springing forth now, and their demands.
How much?
My God. You know the man you have married.
This is actually the lack of wisdom in here.
Yes.
Because if you don't have wisdom, you may think that you should use the money to every weekend you should go somewhere, you should buy anything. Your friends are driving, so I need to drive.
Right. So let's make it easy for them to provide.
Yes.
Coming into the level of the man all the time as wives.
Yes.
Let's
one thing I see is a man providing for a woman is something that excites the man.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see that point? So that's Madam was saying, Mommy was saying, we shouldn't. The thing is, the man will do it. So don't demand.
That's right.
He will do it.
Okay.
That's right.
But the point is, if the demands become too much, you see, the men to be also become. You look at the certain things that you are also not doing what he's expecting. Then that will be a problem.
Yeah.
You see the point? So our men, our duties are so simple, because we just have to let's love and give and support. When you love, you care. You do so many things. One thing is about marriage is that we share everything.
That's right.
I mean, that's what I believe, that we share everything. Why is it that, why did you bypass all the women in the world and marry this person? You are ready to share with her. And you, the woman, to also accept that man.
Because you are ready to share. So also in the case where you end up marrying somebody who can share with you, you know, there are some men that can share with a woman, even if they have their shortcomings. We are not all perfect, but in the case where sometimes a woman, naturally will stay back, she observe a lot of things and she begins to tell Charlie, "We dear me, yenye ni say, we dear yenfan too high, we dear kolani school, we dear ye shesika ye do good school adena yen sesan kolani school omo kwa ha ebi na metu ho na mo ebi wo kwa oba no kwa ye inquiries dada so Charlie school mienu we dear I think say na nemu mu kono ye yi omo fear, but the man will not agree. So what is
the approach?
Okay,
what is the approach? The thing is that when you are sharing something with someone and you always come with an imposition, knowing that taking it that you are the one that have the
final say,
or you have the best wisdom in the world that you are bringing in. That's where the men will not allow,
because ego,
because you are trying to take over them.
Yes, they will
the
vote.
point. So me, I don't. If you don't like sharing in your marriage, then there is a problem.
Okay.
Because the thing is that why do you even marry? Because you go to work, and when you are coming, there is a problem at work. When you come home, you need somebody to talk to.
That's right.
Then you can come, you talk to your wife, and your wife will say, "Oh, yeah, cool,
Everything will be fine."
Hey, that one alone
is enough.
It's enough. Than somebody who go to the bar and just drink and think that the problem is over. By the time the insanity feelings so why don't you share? Why don't you share what you have? Why don't you share? Because the thing is that we want the marriage to work. Whilst you are not married, you were feeding yourself, or somebody was feeding you, and the man too was feeding himself. Yeah. Okay, now we have come together. So how do you sustain our marriage? We have to find money to pay the children's school fees, to pay bills, to do everything. So how do you do it? Because if you don't pay the bill, if you don't pay the prepaid, your light will go off, and you people will suffer in your marriage. Because in the night you will be still sweating. So will you be happy if you? Yes. So in case I also we a corporate lady and uko because who ska prepaid na say ekoto who ska she ho wo dey she ho say oba de ono nyi oba no so yi sika dia de na be ma no so e bia be ma no o ka no kure kire wo pa say ampa oni sika and you say you are not going to do it that who is for suffering near me nya na suffer
then it means we are fools. Excuse my language.
Why do you have to suffer?
It means we are something is wrong with us.
When you have it, why not? That's why I was saying that memma it be a scam over in front of him. But a mad no and check.
Because sometimes I keep saying that, oh, say a bear man, but me a show sad, that could cry no be complaining. Say,
never.
May you scatter
never.
But what about you scatter a crash 1 week now?
Because you were created to receive.
A man can marry a woman who is illiterate completely. Or yeah. Even from the village, nothing. But my family no warren.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. I'm talking about nothing.
Yeah.
Only fear or the bad. The man will call nobody fear.
Yeah.
And the man will be taking care of the woman all the time. Yes. Providing. Yes. But a woman will not marry a man who is illiterate. This about who go.
No.
Okay, tabi bi no work.
And be a 6 pack for the
but I
don't know your time no. As a sound. And your master so mommy hold it a bit for me. Remember also. Also for your time way. And your master sometimes.
The woman.
In fact, a man be wa who bear man cry from afar, who a very promising young man house. Wait, they make me cry in Abu Brown.
Yes.
So Nishim because there are a lot of women who have financed their wedding.
Yes. Oh yes, the women they do. Simply because of who GD or bear man is many bar send your tiano. You bet to me I how me papa feel cry, met me up container be a mobile money in Kasaka. And those who cry, meet my catchers and kid to be because also enemy external judgment. When they find out, they will be insulting you. Okotobema. Would you see Okotobema? But the point is that it happens.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying that marriage is about sharing. So if you decide that this is the man I want to go with, then be ready to share everything that you have. Because how do you sustain your marriage? If you have something that you are not bringing in. Because if you don't share, how can you sustain the thing?
The thing. As of you have something to contribute to what has done.
Talking about transparency, financial transparency. It's something that is actually a menace right now in marriages.
Yes, a
lot of people are not transparent. At all. I've seen marriages break because the woman is she's building somewhere.
And the man has no idea.
That's it.
Or the man is doing something somewhere.
The woman has no idea. And why do you even have to worry somebody's daughter?
And when she finds out, she's like, okay, so now let me gather for myself. And they have created a wedge between themselves. So financial transparency is very, very important in marriages.
So for mommy, a quite bad passo. And I worry for because obi wo honuma. Trust me. Bear money will be power. Be catch any reso will be. but odani no ho no they ade no kwakoya ade mpa mfaso ni so. Sometimes the woman has even seen it too. Obi wo ha na yira da pa oba en sika ne kita no de be hye baby wo wardrobe ni. Oba na hu ade chobe kwako bisa no beka so ni sika but the woman will not talk. Wo yesa wo ku ade papa bia ewo oba ni yes wo ku no. Ye be hwe kwan ye be fa so a ye be ye financially couples will be financially sound. But eba no couples some finance dey no anamo be na wo so muntu. I be to me abo mo ma ye no creative.
Okay.
I omo worry because oba kra ni wa obetumi aka che obi ka so obre wuska oh Kofi Daddy wo fa ja no onye da oba ka che se shia fa uba shia me wa ha na fa scan ba metua uba sika na ma no because yes because obetumi kwa ma wo dia ko ja na danfo instead of the man or the woman oni no the air share bear together because ondi ni kwe obema betumi aka so me pese bia na busumi bia fa 200 cedis bra metumi fa 200 cedis bra yen me di besi na yen fa nye bibi oba na nye ana bema na nye simply because on chini kunu ana ne yiri ni eba no sika fima because onim se bema na sika ne bedu ni nsema oba wesi no oba ya bi ana bibi po ba na obe yusu sika kwa ommo na mane so bia na yesika ya di tu asem bia si wo fio ye pepese ye be fem bia ye ombo na mane he will just take decisions without how do we solve such issues? The financial untruthfulness among couples.
Okay, first of all, you need to find out the source of the financial untruthfulness. Now, some women have been financially unwise with their husbands.
Yes.
So you see a woman who the husband comes and it's like, we have 3,000. We are going to use it to do this. The man goes, two things happen. Either she takes the money to do her hair or do something,
or buy something,
or she begins to give pressure that does not align with what they have set out.
They decided.
So now the man says that okay, this is the woman I have married. She's not prudent when it comes to finances. So instead of creating issues,
I'll keep it and take my own decision.
I'll tell her that we have 2,000.
Yeah.
But because the 3,000 we're going to use to do something for the family. That is one. There are also men that are not wise, in the sense that they would rather take the money out, and when by the time they come back, their family is lacking.
Yes.
Those one is they are a different breed altogether. Okay. So for me, I feel like the first thing to do to bring truthfulness in and transparency in your finances is to go back to where it started.
Okay.
And if the woman needs to sincerely go to the man, or the man needs to sincerely go to the man, say, I'm sorry. I recognize that at this point in our marriage, this happened. I broke your trust here. I did this wrong. I am sorry. I want us to come back to it. And you know that once trust is broken, it takes a while to...
In fact, exactly.
So you need to go back to it. You need to go back.
Let me add that.
Also, before you add it, let me open the phone line so that our callers can join us.
Okay.
And you know, share a kwanya aware for betumi edinu kre e wo mo sikasem and also say kwanya be fa so a on betumi adi omo ho kra e wo sikasem se woni wukunu ene wo yere betumi aya adwen kro na say 10 pesos impo ene wo fia oba be ma ne bedi nu kra cho say 10 pesos pe na wo ho won so oba no wuji wukunu di nti wo be di atum na won so wa fa nyansa kwan so etumi use 10 pesos ni ma na so aba e di ama busua ni hinara enti sa wo pesa wo kire wa adwen e wo dwumedie yi so a wo betumi afre won 053 256 1189 0532 561189 now so with the wadwen chere e de aba wo pesa wo de wo de no efa eye WhatsApp e de maye eye 0549 673 449 0549 673 449 me pacho wo de message ni ba wudi any baby a message ni free e de ba na ehia yen pa na face wo frɛ yen so e wo 053 256 1189 no so a me pacho lower TV set no na tie ho phone nim na nkomo twetwe no entumi enkoso osafo na wo pese wo de bibi kan.
Yes, I want pese me add something to what madam said. There's something we call financial communication.
Okay.
And that normally starts.
Me pacho osafo so mama me wo call our line so me call famba. Hello? Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Me pacho to say.
But I'm fresh Ashama.
Ashama, Wooding.
Medini Hobson.
Hobson. Eja hope mpacho fa wadwe nkyerebra. Anase wo asem bise bi so a obetumi bisa.
Oh, mpacho madwe nkyerwo. Medini Hobson.
Okay. Hobson mpacho miti o.
Mpacho madwe nkyerwo. Last message no.
Okay.
Yeah, the way I am memano. Yeah, this kefifi a yem pese ye no.
I catch me adenti.
Yeah, it is.
Hopes and adenti na ya yes.
Some of the women, you know, some say Beman disca befi pe. The moment of muhu scan pen or demand rough.
Okay. Also for Bema you who say naturally with women and I be naturally sana yami boy ana.
Oh yes.
Sana yami boy. Receivers yenya hu ska. Also so we cannot control ourselves. Hopes meet you. And uti na ye e ma mutumi e dis scan sie no. Because wo be ma no wo adwene pobi wo scan sem betumi dia ye. But oba ni nya hu ya pe. No start so demand. Hope say me that bebre say yo me that bebre say what try say nti kwa mudi musika e di AC
no
yeah me that say hope me pacha also bet to me the wadwen traba 0532561189 0532561189 financial support in marriage. Okay.
I was talking about financial.
Yeah, hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Me pacho we dey baby offer you free.
Me free central region.
Okay. Me pacho we don't call friend. What then?
Program am person me baso.
O person about program no so be one. Okay. Okay, what that so? Yo, me pacho
my dream train say mother so e friend Kwame.
Me pacho mo wadun chenim
my dream train say Nyakopon obo be mate on way head. Ti say we head no dey say who be woni bi at least we ready no continue be na kofa no.
Okay.
So continue be na ka wo kofa no. Ti so who we no. So say problem bi ba na bia o ire support wa. So o ire support wa normal.
Okay.
So you say what support to there na we. So la you stand at them. You know do be a man mo boy a wo be man so ni kan se wo jeja wo ina eto.
Okay. Yeah, that's it pa Kwame.
My man e dey pa to for ba na obati. I say one day crowd say obadi ni fi na wo be man so na wo be man. I
know.
Enough from crowd. You know e man no o mo ya dey.
Yeah, that's it.
Be my mo mabaso.
Yeah, that's it. Kwame. Yeah, that's it. Kwame the way a free border so. Pacho call for hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Bama na eti say wudi ni baby offer you free.
Pacho me your ba.
Oh, madam. Me pacho wudi.
Your friend me Abigail.
Auntie Abi, pacho offer you free he.
Pacho me free atonsu.
Atonsu Kumase. Kumase for what to say.
Na me adu.
Yeah, that yesu ase. Oba, mo wanu ko.
Me so me dey ni say. Adikonti a me dey ni susu say me ma dey musika bi sie ma eye nema me no.
Pacho fire check.
Ba oni ni kunu entemo no omuntimi ni nkomo efa o mabrabom.
Okay.
Ene oba oni ni kunu entemo no omumienu nyino bia de ade sie ne yonko. Me ni mi kunu say ye bibia bom to the extent say ye sika some crown ye bom.
Okay, that's a joint account.
Ke be dwuma mu anka me wani mu sen no. But ni hu ni sa. Me hu ni say oye bema. Say ni tos ni wo baby on be pega me. San so no ni tos ni wo baby a me na wo se ni pega me. Nti say me mani hu mi sika sem mu a sa no so be me hu sika sem mu. If you say dani den na ye asitna yet no say obi di ni sika brand na enha no san so na me so obi di ni sika kuja na enha me because obi any millionko sika sem say anamona yetu no say no kredi ne gidia me mu a intimi
enye
inti said ye be as and many na to be channel. And say ye man, ye best submit ye one man.
Okay.
If it's someone needs you know, ye shall must pa the open be a mama. Bema won't near was a woo. Now so what or our ring because our real when any job
sir. Auntie Abi me that civil ring I mean sure. Also for now we have financial communication.
And our question be like say I am person ma musika na
na ye bisa. Ye mu bi ente sa o. Ente tell me
okay, sad no ade bia no. You can say fie bia mensa wo.
Okay.
Ente de bia nye de bia na ye say but the issue is that women wants comparably are more than men.
Okay.
And my wants we compare to men.
Everything goes on check it.
One say
me patch me will call our phone so mommy call fan him bra. Hello. Yeah, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hello,
good afternoon. And patch to say we didn't baby our friend me free. Nyame adumo.
let's move free. Border.
Okay.
Let's move free to the border.
Me patch yo mawanu ko. We didn't
Ksedi Obano also no. You see the
me patch bra bio. One kasa we didn't the same.
Actually, Ksedi Obano kan no. Ksedi Obano.
Okay, I'm saying Patraya wufra lower TV set no na tie wo hu wo phone nim na nkomotwetwe no enye de enti menu abema wo frame fi Cote d'Ivoire border nya me sha wo betumi aframe me ba 0532561189 wo betumi so de ya WhatsApp number no hwe wo TV na se wo be hu say WhatsApp number ne da ho so betumi de wo adwencha wo de ya me voice note wo ya me voice note ka metie na face so maka mu asem de atrem osofo
and so women have a certain tendency.
Also for caller was so hello.
Hello, good
afternoon, sir. Please your name and where you are calling us from.
But your friend Kwabena, the Kasefri Kumasi.
Okay, Mr. Kwabena. Mawanonko.
A very nice educating program.
Yeah, that's it, Mr. Kwabena. Amen.
Of late, the amount of the evidence youth, yeah, yeah, Kowaria, there are lots of red flags.
Okay.
Hey, dear, or banner for now on anything. Time I moved days, you know. Ocean is to cut him one. On your beer, obey your manage this car. So, per se, oh, boy, not in case they are more require. Time I moved days in Crano, Utuni on fire. There's no need to say about because on board.
That is
it. Because in the relationship, no crano, the sick at them, no, want to me managing you. Because my they say, oh no, you my mummy and no salary, but I'm a cabo mess, bear 7,000. And then just someone to me, Bobra. Quite to crowd sharing bamboo.
That is it.
Me, the only thing I can make me answer that and say, hey, Bia, o salary bar, you move 30%. Fire your pocket man. Then manage to move 30%. Now so they are pocket man. They are can number a joint account. No they are two.
That is it.
And even every month the piano. Me am many move say we are moving me say we bear 4,000.
Yes.
4,000. Those say we know 10 months a cry 40,000.
Yeah.
As I say ben amount to me. Ababa ben amount.
4 years no sit down.
True.
Our real ye nante ba. So he said so ban put a pesa panic buying a madie and the obesity no panic buying one. The moment I'm aware, there's a 1 hour dress out for
Ubo tia ko chere wan ya. Ko hwe me dem we ge kwa me worship me na me call no.
That no many nyina no ese emma ni bi ye ma emma no fine ye nye ye jitum se ye nye. By a man no panic buy him unnecessary buy.
And so a case.
What bad ye madam could be ye. Oh so it's not so ko ye. Madam, who use your iPhone 14 Pro Max? Who couldn't say, Mummy, no more come salary 1 month, 20 minutes 14 Pro Max. Tintin, I knew in our pay.
So that is influence from peers and pressure.
Obu akwa ontimene nikru ninkomo de nadanfo no akofani nadanfo obuto be no de bema ti wa nya adanfo a oto yi a obetinya catch straight forward say ate me dia nikru ko di nkoma bo ebe kakra na aware now boys ya be ya wari acha 6 months na fi nzembe Nyami shira also nyami ensha also for me run nya ye mrewe but hear me pan say you be share how to be financially sound in marriage and you know no better communication was because here because and also can ho say to me ni sikasam komo couples edwuma we ye kwa ukunu ni pay anya wunya boso that's right be ma no so a or the 1000 or say me boss tua me 300 and so oba no kwa akoti say the boss kwa ka chen so tua me 1000 too okay and so no onum no 300 so what you say and you know communication no yen aware for yen den in terms of your finances your responsibility your school fees na dey say na you see funding ho komo ni obia esikasem ho
yes
ejidi ayibenya
and I make say financial communication when you say mutimi mutimi overcome financial communication you can overcome everything because I don't need the main issue and not
too much
because the thing is that I say we are fighting over money but in financial communication initial stage now answer them come worry no come with me discuss it
yes
or when you get married to then you start because for in financial communication you discuss income that's right both of you the income will come in yes
the topic of getting a job and even what type of job whether one or the year another pack of tempo will come in
so that you know say okay me na me discuss so and this is what I get this is the income that I have then there is budgeting that's right budgeting
very important
obia budgeting yes yes team yes obia yes accountants for ngani for budgeting obia ni budgeting say okay me chiche we ba we ameto we say me we prepared
we na why budget I hear light gas school fees I hear that say you tia no busumi mpo a yeni ma hear come
that's right it is so you budget so that you spend according to the budget
okay
communication and stick to it and make sure say mu hear the and there is always a plan.
Good.
So also brother prepare the okay I say on the omumi oni di omusika bomu I say and so okay we'll take this part you also take this part and let's put
share
this one
and
share responsibility let's put this one as a joint account so that we can also use it to develop or handle certain things or for certain projects and other things so if the communication financial communication near waremo a problem
also for when food to come me na ye brain na je
okay all that I can say is
final
all that I can say now is that marriage is about sharing
okay
a marriage is work we get married to work to sustain ourselves and our family. I'm not talking about external, I'm talking about the
immediate family and your children.
You are making sure that everybody life is better.
Yes.
Because your life is better.
It's true. It's true.
Despite love and all those things, caring, those things are there. But when money is very important. It's kind of very important. So if money is important to help sustain marriage or to make marriage stronger, why don't we share? Because you leave your father's house, Bible says you leave your father and mother and go and cleave to the woman to be one flesh. So how do you see yourself? Where is the fine, two individuals, but you are working together. So if you have money and you say that because it's the man who is supposed to provide the money, and you have man so can be, and you the man to you also have the money. And you say that my wife is earning more than me, so me from me and I say me did those mommy more or any more, so or no more from more. Because financial communication, there must be balances.
Yes,
you must balance things. You must know say okay, varying way. You say okay, dear who jigs kakes here, me so me jigs kaketwa. So how do you do it?
How do we do it?
So the whole thing is that we share.
We share.
So we share.
Okay, so the thing I would say is can two work together except they be agreed? You need to understand the marriage you've been called into, the assignment for the marriage you've been called into, and then come to a place of agreement. Husbands, agree with your wife. Wife, agree. Put your heads together. There is nothing that confronts you that you cannot deal with, including finances. So make sure that you are truthful to yourselves. Make sure that you don't allow the world dictate to you how to run your home. That your neighbor is eating fried rice does not mean you should eat fried rice. You cannot afford it. So work together in wisdom.
Work together in wisdom. Thank you so much for joining me right here on Jericho TV. It is Life Matters. I remain your host, Khadi Ksedi. Thanks to the production team, Fifi and Ofori, and all the crew that brought you. God willing, next week we will meet again at 2 p.m. right here. We have other programs coming your way. Please don't change your sets. Thank you and God bless you. See you. Thanks to all our callers as well. We love you.
Wow.
Culture, education, lifestyle, fashion, health, family, business, death. These are all what's made up of life. Life sometimes can be very confusing. That is why I am coming on Life Matters, a program that seeks to address all life issues. Real talk, real discussion. We all have a story to share. Let's talk about it on Life Matters.
Every Saturday, 2 to 3 p.m. on Jericho TV. I am Khadi Ksedi, your host.